Hey, good evening. Welcome back to my little gardening show. I wanted to show you tomatillos here. About half of these we got off the ground. The other half were ones that were still on the plants but had the shell was kind of dried out on them. So what we're doing, we're going to make some salsa out of these. We read where we can freeze these whole. So that's probably what we're going to do because we have so much other stuff coming in. So the first step was to take the husks off of them and run them under water, wash them real good. They're on the paper towels now, drying. And then tomorrow we'll put them in a couple of Ziploc bags and freeze them, and then break them out to make salsa later on. Given that this is kind of the middle of the week and just got a lot of other stuff going on. So also read, interestingly enough, or heard, my wife actually saw this, that the tomatillos are a good trap crop for cucumber beetles. So that might explain why we had so many over by the cucumbers, because the tomatillos were planted right in front of the cucumbers, and I didn't know that. So that could very well be why we had such an infestation over there, is because these were over here as well, and they were attracted to both crops. So anyway, I want to also show you my tomatoes here. We grew a variety that the local grow center here in town has. It's called Dallas Wilson Cuban, and it was a really nice tasting tomato, just full flavor, real meaty. The one that I got the seeds out of here was huge. It was probably 4 of these tomatoes put together, maybe more than that. It was huge. So Saturday was when I harvested the seeds, and I put them in this jar here, and you can see here that it's got the mold scum on it. And so what that means is that the seeds have fermented, or that mixture is fermented, and it inoculates the seeds against certain types of disease and stuff like that. So we're going to be, and I could probably do it tonight. I might wait one more day, but what I'll do is I'll open this jar and we'll pour out this liquid into a colander. Or actually, what we'll do is we'll fill the jar up first with water, and we'll drain off the scum. The scum will float to the top, and we'll just keep draining things off until the liquid is pretty well clear. Then I'll throw the seeds or dump them into a colander and rinse them out. And once they're rinsed real good, we'll put them on a paper plate and let them dry for a couple weeks, and then I'll have seeds for next year of this variety that was really good. Tonight we started some German Johnsons. That's some real nice looking tomatoes like this, except they didn't have the blemishes here. Real nice, and they were a little bit bigger than this. I really like this variety because they didn't crack, unlike some of the other ones that I've got, and just had a nice meaty flavor. So when we were eating dinner tonight, I took the seeds out of the tomatoes that we used for dinner, put them in a jar, and instead you don't have to use a lid. You can just use plastic and then put a ring around it. So we'll let this go a few days, and probably by this weekend these seeds will be ready as well to process for saving. Now once, and this is the wet method, by the way, that we're using to save these tomato seeds. The dry method would be where we'd skip all this step of allowing them to ferment, and we would just wash them right away and put them up. But from what I've read, the wet method works better, because again it inoculates the seeds. So once we get those ready to go, we'll get some seed envelopes once they're dried out for the several weeks and whatnot, and I'll put them in the seed envelopes, label them, throw them in the fridge, and we'll be good to go. So these are the other tomatoes that we got tonight. They're kind of rough looking, some of them. There's one that kind of split. This is Big Rainbow. But the plan here is we're going to wash these up, and I'm going to make salsa out of these tomatoes. We'll see. I may change my mind. We may just do straight sauce since I've got a decent amount of aromas with that. But that was like a 5-gallon bucket full right there. We also harvested some hot peppers tonight. A combination of cayennes. And I think these are Joey Parker's. But what I'll do is we'll cut the tops off and we'll put these in the food dehydrator. Let these dry out for a day or two. Once they're real crispy, I'll throw them in the blender and we'll make some hot pepper flakes out of them. So it should turn out really well. The last thing I wanted to show you is our sweet pickles. We took the last of the cucumber crop and got 5 pints there. Did those tonight. Cucumbers are pretty well done. Most of them have died back, so I don't anticipate really doing any more pickles, at least in the near future. We may plant again. There's enough time to grow another batch that would come, in early fall, maybe late summer, beginning of September. We'll see. Well, now we're back where we started. I guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening.